Okay, good afternoon / evening, everyone. Uh, it's me, Mark. I'm just here alone, and I've got an update, some news to report, and I'll just cut right to the chase. Jerri has been taken to a hospital based on, I'm going to wait a minute. Welcome, everyone. I just started to kind of make my announcement and give my update without waiting for a few people to get on. The news I have to report today is that Jerri has been tested positive for coronavirus and has been taken off the ship to a hospital. I guess I should qualify that and say we don't know that what she's tested for, I don't know, what's the word now they want us to use, COVID-19. That's a hard adjustment to make. And let me just tell you the sequence of events, what happened. Last night she started running a fever. We've been taking our temperatures all the time, constantly, and she ran a fever. It was about 100 to 102, somewhere in that range, and she was of course concerned and worried about it, and it seemed like it kind of went down a little bit and abated, and so let's just sleep on it overnight and see how she is in the morning, and if it's still there, we'll call them. We slept overnight. She didn't sleep well. She wasn't feeling well. She was achy and very sore and just felt warm. But her temperature seemed to be going down a little bit. And I said, well, as long as it continues on a downward path, let's just run with it and hopefully it'll go away. And it really didn't go down, but it didn't go up either. It just was kind of hovering around that not just under 100 range. And we were debating whether to call the medical people or wait it out a little bit longer, because we knew that if we called and they took her as a precaution, that she'd be in a hospital and they wouldn't let me go. We'd be separated. So I finally, while we're sitting there debate, Jerri's been diagnosed. We finally just decided to call them and see what was going on, and we're about to do that, and all of a sudden the phone rang and they were calling us. They said, we'll be to your room in just a minute. And okay, don't know what that's about. So they come and I answered the door. They hand me this paper, and they says, we need you to read this paper. And they spoke Japanese. They hardly spoke any English. He says, read this and okay, all right. We need all these things. Yes. And I'm like, oh crap. And then I said, so I need to be ready. She says, no, not you, her. And it was based on the test results. So they said, based on the test results from a couple days ago, we are taking you to the hospital. And it's not necessarily coronavirus, but it's more than likely that's what it is. And wow, a lot of wild emotions going on right now, as you can imagine. This has kind of been fun, and everyone's, we've laughed with y'all, and we've kind of made the best of it and had fun and enjoyed our time with each other, with friends, and this really just came out of the blue. We went up on deck last night, and everyone felt good, and then this fever hit about 8 o'clock last night, and just played out like it did. They told her to just pack up a little suitcase. Actually, they were saying just pack a small, something to take your valuables and whatever things you want at the hospital. And we were trying to communicate, well, how much can I take? And I got out a little carry-on bag, and I said like this, and he goes, no, that's smaller than that. So we just got a little backpack and put a change of clothes and some toiletries and valuables and passport and all that, and they had about an hour, and they came and grabbed her and whisked her away. And I don't know what I do now. I all of a sudden think I'm getting hot. I all of a sudden think I feel fine right now. I really do. I don't know. I'm a little warm, maybe. I don't know. I've been taking my temperature though. It's been okay. But of course, we didn't think we had any infection, and thought we were fine, and made no. We stayed in the same bed. We had no worry about interaction, and so if she's contagious, I worry, but I don't. We'll find out. That's all I can do is wait and see to hear. But I did not test positive from this last test when they tested us both, and but they did her, and it's just so ironic because she's the healthiest one out of all four of us. Carl's been really struggling with some health issues that are more chronic, but not it's not my story to tell about his medical condition, but he's just had some balance issues and my stuff. But Jerri, geez, she's the one that's doing great all the time and is just fine. But there we are, and that's what is going on. I really didn't want to share this too soon. Jerri says, I'm really not ready to tell anyone. I don't want to share this on social media. And I says, let's tell the kids. We sent a video to the kids telling them what had happened. I sent a text message to her siblings, and I sent a message to the staff at work. And then I got a call from NBC News. She's like the head of the Southeast Asia Bureau or something, and she's actually here in Yokohama, and was wondering if we can talk to us. And I didn't know what to say because it was right before they came to get her, and we hadn't told anyone yet, and I certainly wasn't going to tell it to her first. And so I said, well, yeah, we could probably do that this afternoon. And then I realized, well, I'm going to have to call her and cancel that and tell her she's not available. And I don't know. The rumor is out that they're bringing in a plane to take all the Americans home. If people have heard that, there's a lot of comments going on here. I'm going to put on my readers and see what everybody's saying to see if there's anything I need to address. They did not say anything about how long she would be in the hospital. They said nothing. They didn't speak English. We tried to ask them, and they shrugged and didn't know. Oh, there I just got a text from Yuka, is her name, about our interview. So anyway, I'll come back to that in a minute. But we just realized that this is in the news, and we're in regular contact with Ashley at KSL, and we just realized that this is probably going to get out there sooner than later. We don't know what the ship's going to announce, and so anyway, I just said, well, I'll just get it out there and get in front of it and tell all my friends and loved ones before the news does. I would hate for people to hear that on the news. So the guys that came in to get her, no one spoke English. The two that came to tell us and the two that came to get her, no one spoke English, and they said we're just the messengers. We have no idea as far as how long she'll be there, what's involved, what sort of communication and contact we'll have. She took her phone, of course, and hopefully she'll get to use it and check in with what's going on. But I know nothing. I don't have any idea what's going on. So anyway, that is the latest from us. So makes all the other stuff seem trivial, and I'll just roll on till I hear something and get whatever updates I get, and keep everybody posted as I can. But just again, appreciate all the prayers and love and concern. So sounds like my lunch is here, but I'll get on again and or post something and give updates as I have them. So love y'all, and appreciate your prayers, and pray for Jerri. Bye-bye.